rumors and news, comedy, action, drama, and tunes, movies, shows, music, and lines. Grab your seat, it's almost time. Get your candy, get your soda and your snacks. Pop culture talk is what's on tap. Flashback, soundtrack, stories with heart. The drive-in's where the magic starts. From matinees to midnight shows, the curtain rises, here we go. Welcome to the drive-in, the show's about to start. It's the drive-in.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the drive-in. I am your host, T-Bone, and I'm coming in to bring you the best updates in the world of movies, music, TV shows, and reaction videos, pop culture. Today, we're going over an old movie, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. So let's not spoil the fun and let's get into it as the drive-in starts now. Today, I have my lovely co-host, Jessica.
Hello, T-Bone. Thank you so much for having me today on the drive-in.
Thank you so much for being here, along with Taylor Lorenz's ex-wife pressing the buttons in the background.
Hi, guys.
Jessica, who are you and where can the peoples find you?
My name is Jessica, also known as Jessica Clarity. That's where you can find me over on X. And I do all kinds of things in the entertainment world here in Nashville, do local reporting and political consulting, and also love to talk about entertainment news over here. But I also have a YouTube channel called Lil Red Librarian Hood, and you can check out some other videos of mine over there.
I hear you have a Rumble channel too.
I heard that you're on Rumble as well.
That's right. I have Amphibian Goddess over on Rumble where I do streaming sometime too. And thank you for mentioning that because I'm going to be doing some more work there soon. So
Perfect.
check me
Guys,
out there.
you can find me on X at T_bone322. Taylor, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Taylor Lorenz EX, and we will still accept your submissions for funnies for the reactor segment.
This is correct, guys. It is 2026, and we are going into the reactors new and just like with a new mindset. So, guys, don't forget to send your videos to Taylor Lorenz's ex-wife. Not in our Discord yet. That's where all the action of the drive-in and the Romanation shows happens. Want to be a podcast host, producer, researcher, or writer for us? Guys, this is the only place. This is the fastest place growing podcast community on Rumble. Guys, check out the hub for everything at riseofmiddleamerica.com. This is where you'll see the latest episodes, rants, deep dives, and upcoming events, guys, that you don't want to miss, especially in this new year of 2026. Like I just said, guys, we've got merch, t-shirts, hats, tumblers. Like I just said, just go down to the bottom of the site, get that merch. You already know. Like, comment, share, subscribe with all your friends, and follow us on X at Roma Network 1 and Rumble and YouTube at Roma Nation. Let's get this show on the road and let's dive into our very, very first segment called Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down. Today, we are going over Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Like I just said, let's roll that bump. All right, guys. So this is like an old movie. I've seen this movie for the very first time. Okay. It was like, it came out in the 90s, right? All right. But like like I'm trying to say, like it's an old movie that a lot of people have seen, but it shared it
But you haven't
starred
seen it.
the okay. I saw it for the very first time yesterday, right? But the very two people, like the top two people in this movie, guys, you already know
Don't make
Johnny
the
Depp
poster.
playing Raul Duke and Benicio del Toro playing Dr. Gonzo. Like this was probably like the most trippiest movie that like I've seen in a very long time. And that's just solely based off the fact that this dude was literally on drugs the entire time. Apparently, he's definitely not a reliable source. Nobody believes a word he's saying. And you don't even get to see what his article is at the end of the movie. I was like, okay, we're at the end of the movie. I'm going to hear what his article is about. Nope, not even. That's not even what the movie's about. It's about his trip, his acid trip in Las Vegas.
Yes,
Guys,
you've
it's
got
Fear
it.
and Loathing in Las Vegas. It's about his trip in Las Vegas. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense, but I still want to hear
Look.
about this, article that this man wrote, That's literally, I was like, the song came on, Want Somebody to Love. I was like, I want somebody to love.
love.
Don't you need somebody
Okay.
to love? We can't get copyrighted because T-Bone can't sing. Actually, you know what? I was in choir. I can
Yeah.
sing, but we're not trying to do that here. I'm not trying to get copyright strike. But no, guys, this movie was insanely insane. Okay, let's look at the IMDb page. Taylor, bring that
Wait,
stuff up. What's up, Jessica?
look here. Get your golf shoes
Uh-huh.
because Johnny Depp, I don't know if you know this, he played, because you were asking about Johnny Depp's character, he played Hunter S. Thompson as a man to the freaking T. If you ever seen anything from Hunter S. Thompson, he embodied him. So yes, I'm excited to see the
apparently
IMDb too, but I had to add that in there.
This man grew up shooting some cans in like the outskirts or
In the desert.
In the desert of Bumble trucks,
Nevada, California.
Yeah. Okay, like I love how it says top cast Tobey Maguire and he's literally in this movie twice, bro. I'm just like, yo, Toby's gonna be in this movie. Hey, yo, let's see some Spider-Man. Let's see some Captain Jack Sparrow. Okay. Nah, bro, this man is literally in this movie for a total of 2 minutes, bro. Like
Probably like 5, but yeah.
It's whatever.
It's a cameo.
And
That's what's called a cameo. So what they would do is they would put a bunch of stars in the movie.
He's not a star, bro. He's literally like 20, bro. He didn't even do Spider-Man at the time, bro.
I think they actually did a great job with casting this because him and Cameron Diaz in this, and like,
oh, dude, the hottie, bro. I was
like Taylor was
yo,
saying,
that is 100% Cameron Diaz, bro. That is,
and then Christina Ricci too. They did a really good job of saying who is a good actress right now, and then Penn Jillette having a cameo as well too. I think the casting was spot on for this. Not only finding an actor like Johnny Depp that can play it.
Oh yeah,
finding someone who can embody the crazy like Benicio del Toro. Like he is so like a terrifying, maybe Samoan. In the words of Raoul Duke, has a racial handicap or whatever. He plays it to a T. I couldn't agree more with the casting directors on this movie for sure.
We got the Busey here too. Don't forget the Busey.
That's right, Gary Busey.
I had no idea. I don't know who this dude is.
The cop.
Christopher Maloney, the dude who's in like NCIS or whatever.
What else would he know from Gary Busey?
A billion things. I mean,
wait, I know.
Gary Busey.
Nothing, bro.
I know he's such a character actor. No.
Wes is in here as the maid.
Oh my gosh. Yo,
who?
Gonzalez. It's Gonzalez.
Aliens.
Yeah, aliens. Gonzalez. Let's go. Let's go. I know. I watched that movie. I didn't. Actually, I've never
Oh,
watched
Debbie
it.
Reynolds,
Wait, did
that's
I? I
right.
totally watched that movie.
There was someone else.
I don't know. Larry Cedar? Don't know who that dude is. Johnny Depp, bro. First thing you see is Captain Jack, bro. You already know Captain Jack is Captain Jack, bro.
He created Captain Jack.
He
Doing this. Captain Jack is very much Hunter S. Thompson in a different setting.
So also, Hunter,
Okay.
he ended up hanging out with Hunter S. Thompson for a long time in order to
Oh,
get
do
his
tell.
mannerisms. Yeah, so I remember seeing some of the behind the scenes footage at some point about this movie, and it shows the two of them out in the desert at Hunter S. Thompson's estate shooting guns, the two of them, and he's kind of like dressed up as him, and Johnny Depp's like just talking to him, really trying to. I don't know how he does his research, or if he for his each characters or whatever. If he, I'm not even sure if Johnny Depp is a character actor, but in this instance, I think it was really cool that he actually had a living person that he could draw inspiration from. And there was a cameo from Hunter S. Thompson in the movie, the scene where he is he's going in to get the acid from the bathroom, and he said,
Yeah.
"My God, there I am." And so that was actually Hunter S. Thompson's cameo in the movie.
Huh. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's go into these questions. All right. So Johnny Depp plays Raoul Duke based on Hunter S. Thompson, like you just said. What do you think of his performance? Number one, did he nail the unhinged energy? You know, Benicio del Toro as Dr. Gonzo is absolutely insanely wild. Did you find him hilarious, terrifying, or both? Who's the bigger maniac, him or Depp's character?
I kind of just answered that a second ago. I want to know what you thought of specifically Johnny Depp's delivery of the lines, talking about the unhinged energy, because it was an unhinged energy, but also I feel like the line delivery from that is not your typical thing from an actor.
No, because it was a narration. It was an over narration of the movie, and like yeah, he's talking in scene, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it is narrated. So like so Johnny Depp is probably in some sound booth, you know, he has his lines, he's not doing whatever the scene is calling for. He's just reading the lines. So like 100% shout out to him for being able to number one, do the scene as crazy as it was, like 100% insane as an actor to be able to not only pull that off, but pull it off so in a way that
Fluid.
so fluid and so in a way so believable.
Mm-hmm.
So believable that Depp was this character, you know, and
You know,
and it was absolutely insane to hear and see him act, and the narration over that. Now going back to the question with Dr. Gonzo, you know, he was wild himself, you know, he was terrifying too. Was he both to you, or like, do you think he was the bigger maniac or Depp?
I think for sure Dr. Gonzo was a bigger maniac, but you just made me think of something. Johnny Depp was, yes, known for a couple different roles at this time, but I think this was probably his first role where he was doing I forget what it's called, but when you're doing comedy but you're using like your entire body, so I guess like action comedy or something. Because yes, he was playing someone on drugs, but he was really, you know, you've done some acting too, where it's like you're using your whole body for that, and just like even walking by someone doing this, you know, it's like the comedic effect of that. But to your question, no, the whole character of Dr. Gonzo, I saw Benicio del Toro and other movies after that, and I was like, hold on, that's Dr. Gonzo. That's because he was so different in that
Yeah.
role. Later on, he would become, what is it from Marvel? The help me, Taylor. He was. Was it the Collector? Not the Collector. Yeah,
Oh, I'm
on
sorry.
Nowhere.
I can't help with this one. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, you're 100% right. Yeah, no,
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
he is
yes.
he is the
Guardians of the
collector.
Galaxy.
Yeah, Guardians
yeah,
of the Galaxy.
Guardian.
Yeah, he does play the collector. I completely forgot because he's actually
There you
wearing
go.
a ton of, I don't say makeup,
Yeah, it
but
looks
like
totally different.
he looks completely different. Like he definitely has some stuff on his face that you're like, oh, that's Benicio del Toro. Okay, okay, all right.
Right. There you
So,
go.
so you think his character Dr. Gonzo was more crazy than Johnny Depp's character Raul Duke?
I do, and actually, I'll tell you why. And the book kind of dives into this more. His motivations as an attorney on
Yep,
that
there you go.
versus Johnny Depp's motivations. Oh, thank you. As a writer on this, yeah. What kind of person is just like, what we need to do? I advise you, as your attorney, to get a suitcase full of, I don't know what you want to can say on YouTube, but suitcase full of fun, and let's go to Vegas. So yeah, like a person willing to do that and everything else, and waving around knives. Yeah, I'd be scared. I wonder how much of that story is true. Probably a lot of it.
What story are you referring to?
The entire thing of their trip to Vegas, because what they were trying to do is not write the story on the race. He was writing the story about himself as a character, as Raoul Duke slash Hunter S. Thompson, going out to have this entire experience that is Las Vegas. So it was never about the race. It was about what he created called gonzo journalism, where the writer is the character that is the story. And
That
you either get
goes.
it or you don't.
You know what, Jessica? That goes straight into our next question. Thank you very, very, very much for talking about that.
Oh
So
yeah.
Raoul Duke, Johnny Depp is based off of Hunter S. Thompson, like you actually just said. Um, it's actually he's based off of his Gonzo journalism system. Super subjective and wild. Um, how well does the movie capture that? And did it make you want to read the book back in '98?
Yes, it did make me want to read the book, and that is actually why I'm such a super fan. So my dad was a fan too, and he had introduced me to the movie and the book when I was in high school. So, like I graduated in 2005. So through high school, I had come across some of his work and the movie, and really started. And I was into politics. That's always been just an interest of mine. So coming across his work, reading it, coming from his political aspects, from his very avant-garde style, and his willingness to push boundaries and ask questions and things like that. And also read his book, Rum Diaries, and he was just really impactful to me. And actually, he unalived himself, as they say, in 2005. So all that combined really made me a fan of his, and the books are really, really done justice by this movie. I will say it was captured how just insane it was. Like, he pioneered a lot of what you see right now today, where people are having this especially right now with the internet, we're having this moment of authenticity. That's what it sells, that's what people want to see. And he was the first writer, the first journalist actually doing that, and not afraid to push boundaries with it.
That is 100% a valid point, Jessica. Thank you so much. But like again, with this Gonzo journalism, I know that you've done some journalism, yourself. So like, talk to me about like the difference between the journalism that you've done and like this Gonzo journalism that is like super duper important.
I think even now, there's when you think journalism, yes, you want objectivity. And even I, when I'm trying to do, capture different things, and it's never to push a narrative or anything like that. Um, but he was such a like I said, he's such a character himself. He saw the value in sharing his experience from who he was as a person. And he was also, he was in the military as well. A lot of people didn't know that. And he was a writer as well. And most of his background is in newspaper work and,
Okay.
very straight laced kind of professions. So when he started saying, hey, I'm trying to record this story, and while I'm going out recording this particular story. Actually, our experience in DC is a really good example because we had some footage, we're going out interviewing people, we're capturing the different objective protests. These people are here, this is their message, this is what they're saying, versus I was asking everybody, hey, how do you feel about what we're going out to do? And it was coming the perspective of the reporters, coming the perspective of the journalists of how do we feel about the things that we are about to experience, and what did we learn from that? Because that can be just as valuable if you have an absurd mind like Hunter S. Thompson. You are able to tell a story unlike anybody else.
This is very very true. So let me ask you this then, Jessica. Has this movie influenced pop cultural stuff you've noticed over the years, like quotes, vibes in other films, or like especially like artistic styles? Like I understand that this is really important.
It has, and two features on this. First being his unapologetic authenticity of this is who I am, this is what I do. And is it always good? No, you shouldn't drive your Cadillac up on the sidewalk, but I still respect the man who's like, I'm gonna see if I can get away with this. So in that sense, yeah, I look up to someone who can be authentically themselves in the way that they present themselves and what they're doing.
Oh, he
But
backs up. This man backs up in a Cadillac, in a nice Cadillac, and dude's just like,
oh,
oh,
this is a nice
oh,
thing.
oh," and I'm like, bro, like you would not be able to get away with any of that now. Like this trip that this dude goes on, even in Vegas, I don't think you'd be able to get away with half of this stuff this dude got away with.
Probably not.
No. No. Okay. Final thoughts. Is this a cult classic, masterpiece, messy fever dream, or just too much?
My final thought is if you're into Hunter S. Thompson, and I do want to say this for the record, I am not a communist. Some of the ideas that he espoused politically do not align with mine, so it's not a critique on that. But for who he was, for what he did, for how he impacted everything pop culture, and made a movie that wasn't just even a straight storytelling. You had elements of, like I said, there was the guns, and there was dinosaurs that
Is that a
morphed into this,
crystal?
that, and the other.
Is that a crystal?
Yes,
Oh
it's a
my gosh, that is so
carnelian
cool. Ha
pistol.
ha 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 ha. That is
I
so
thought
cool.
it fitting for this. No, the way
Yeah,
that
hippies always gotta have their crazy stuff.
you're calling me a hippie. I'm
I never said
offended.
that. I never
Never.
said that.
But it's a cult masterpiece because of who Hunter S. Thompson was and what the man of his time. Yes, was it told through a lens of lots of drugs? Yes, but it was also telling a story you could only write, you could only perform, only get in America, and I
This is
respect it for that.
America. Childish Gambino.
Thumbs up.
All right, let's look into the Rotten Tomatoes of this movie before we end out this segment. Wow, that's insane.
What?
That's absolutely insane.
What?
The critics
I'm
are
not-
like, nah, 51%, but the people are like, nah, we know what a good movie is. 89%. You know what? This just goes to show you. I've said this in season 1. I'll say it again in season 2. You put a masterpiece in front of these people, these so-called critics. They're like, nah, it's trash. Now, granted, they don't see greatness when you just feed it right to them. But you know what? That's okay.
Never trust
All right,
authority.
Jessica. We've seen the people's and the critics ratings. Now it's all time to do our very, very own. You already know how the drive-in does their ratings: 1 or 20, thumbs up, thumbs down, and 0 out of 7. Talk to me, Jessica.
Hold on. You said 1 through 20 and 1 through 7?
No, hold on.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hold
What?
on.
Wait, hold on.
You know,
Tell me.
where is it? I don't have it. I don't have it handy.
Jessica, you gotta give it a 1 or a 20.
It's a 1 or a 20. I don't. You know how Tim Pool is always talking about. You
we're
roll
rolling a
1 or
20,
you roll
babe.
a 20.
Rolling a 20 on
what
this.
is this?
This is a 20 for me.
Is it 20?
All day.
Okay, talk to me. Thumbs up, thumbs down. What are we going with?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Highly
Okay, 0
recommend.
out
It should be
of 7.
experienced.
0 out of 7. Okay, we go
Okay.
not 0 out of 10. We go to 0 out of 7. Talk to me.
You probably would think, I'm going to do it like him, that I would give it a 7 based on everything I've said, but I'm going to go with the 6 because I think it could have been translated a little bit better.
We do
And
points
that
here.
would
Oh,
have.
no. We
What?
go points. No. We go to the 10th decimal. No. We get specific.
God.
Here.
Oh, I
You
love
guys
that.
get
Okay,
specific.
7.4. Oh, hold on. 6.4 points deducted only for relatability because I wish it made more sense to people because I think they'd like it more. Some of it was too subtle.
Yeah, I was waiting for a 6-7 joke too,
Ew.
bro. I was so confused, bro. All right.
Actually,
okay.
Yeah. That's my score.
I don't know. I don't know where my 20 is. I gotta find it. But I'm gonna give it a 1. I know. It's insane. I know. I am gonna give it a thumbs up though. I am gonna give it a thumbs up though. I am gonna give it a thumbs up. Okay. And my 0 out of 7, right? Okay. My 0 out of 7. This is about a 5.6. So
That's higher than I thought, actually. I thought you were going to rate it a little lower.
So even though I rated it a 1.
Yeah, that doesn't compute. How do you give it thumbs up and a 1?
Go for it. I want to hear this.
Because it's not great. It's not. Okay. So since you actually made me rethink it, now I'm gonna bump it down. I'm gonna give it a 4.7. Okay. Now you've actually made me double think about it. I'm bumping it down to way lower. Just because like this was a great movie, but like, dude, it's like one of those movies that like you're tripping on acid. Okay. Whatever. Now, guys, before we move into a sound check, let's have a word from our sponsor.
What's going on, folks? AK with Roman Nation here. This week is powered by Salty Roots Tallow, a brand that brings skincare back to the basics of nature and nourishment. At Salty Roots, their mission is to craft a premium American-made skincare products harnessing the nourishing power of grass-fed tallow and natural minerals for clean, holistic health. Now, they are committed to sourcing the finest, sustainably produced ingredients from U.S. farms and blending them with nature's mineral-rich treasures to create pure, effective skincare that promotes radiant skin and overall well-being. And trust me, you can feel that mission with every product. Their Dead Sea bath salts combine pure Dead Sea and Sierra sea salts with essential oils and herbs for a spa-grade mineral soak that melts away stress. They also have an activated charcoal bath soak that purifies, recharges, and cleans out impurities and leaves your skin silky smooth. In fact, I even have a mustache and beard oil made with eucalyptus mint to moisturize even my horrible dry skin to the point where I don't feel any urge to scratch and irritate myself more than I need to. So if you're ready to treat your skin the way that nature intended, visit saltyrootstallow.com and use the promo code ROMA to get 10% off individual items to help the small businesses of Middle America thrive in this crazy economy. That's saltyrootstallow.com. Get back to your roots naturally.
And let me just add again.
Thank you so much, Taylor.
Let
You were
me
going to
just
say
add
something?
again. I use the face scrub and I use the tallow, and it is wonderful. If you
Dude,
see
I'm
me in
still
person,
waiting
I have
on my
amazing
face
skin.
scrub, bro. I'm waiting on my face scrub. So like I can't wait to get my face scrub. I ordered it. I'm just waiting on it I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. Man, I'm really excited. Taylor saying it's great. Roma saying it's great. Guys, I am about to say whether or not it's good or it's bad. And I think it's going to be good. I don't know, but like I think so, you know? But how about we move into our sound check? Let's roll that bomb. Okay. Jessica, take us away.
Yes. Okay. Today we're going to be going over a band called Avenged Sevenfold because
Who?
they
Avenged
actually
who?
Avenged Sevenfold.
I've heard of them before.
And you have? Awesome. Yes, they are a rock band, which isn't my typical genre, but this took me back to a time that was more my genre in high school. And the movie we just watched really impacted this band as well.
Okay.
And they were inspired to create this song called Backcountry. And Backcountry takes you on a little journey, just like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and they pull a lot of inspo from that.
Jessica, can you talk to me about who these people are in this band? Just before we get into the music.
Sure, I'll tell you a little bit about what I know. They were most popular in the mid 2000s. They have a hard rock kind of feel, but one of the reasons that I connected with them is just some of the writing is they for me are able to strike that balance between, okay, I'm a hard rock band, but also I can talk about feelings in a good and relatable way. So that's where I was a big fan of them for a short period of time, which probably sounds surprising because both of you guys know I'm kind of a hip hop head. So, but again, couldn't talk about Fear and Loathing without talking about Avenged Sevenfold.
So apparently this band was created in 1999, 1 year after Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was created in 98. So like you're 100% correct. Apparently this came out right after the movie, and you know what? These people like I'm looking at this band right now, and like shout out heavy metal, progressive metal, alternative metal, hard rock, metalcore. Yo, okay. So like, I mean, like I've listened to a couple of their music. Some of the music that we're gonna go over today, but like, this is some strong stuff, yo. Like this is.
Oh wait, are you surprised,
stuff, bro? This is some some strong, like, yeah. Oh, bro, this is it, bro. You want to rock, bro? This is it.
Blaze. Yeah.
This is it, bro. This is it. Okay. Talk to me, Jessica. What's the song? Bat Country?
Yes. So the song that was inspired from Fear and Loathing is called Bat Country, and if you remember towards the beginning of the movie there when they're riding in the car and he's like starting out his trip and he's like, oh, where's the bats coming from? This is Bat Country. So that was the title of it. Now, oh, I love how they blended the imagery here too. Like the whole song itself is like, so you feel like you're on the trip with them. Trip is in, psychedelics, and also that you're going down
Definitely a
the road.
psychedelic trip, man.
Yes.
This is like shout out to like Avenged Sevenfold, because like they're actually like great singers. Like
Oh
like
yeah.
the music is 100% like amazing.
Yes.
Like coming from someone who doesn't listen to a lot of heavy metal. Like this is great heavy metal. I've been to a couple heavy metal concerts and everything, but like this is
They do it right.
I would say Avenged Sevenfold does it right.
And actually, Taylor, can you go to the beginning of this? Because there's a quote that they used from this that is in the beginning of the movie, too. And I wanted to explain it. Yes, thank you. He who makes a beast of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man.
Oh yeah, I read this when this movie started, and I was like, dude, what does this have to do with this movie?
Oh,
So talk to
I
me.
would love
Talk
to
me
tell
about this.
you. So this references this struggle that we have internally, and I'm gonna touch on my philosophy background here. But us as being human, we are trapped here, and there's responsibilities, and we have all this stuff going on. We got bills happening, and life. I'm trapped in this physical form, but if you tap into that primal side of yourself, and that's what the whole drug trip and the psychedelics was about, if you can make yourself get into your primal reptilian state, you can escape that pain of being a human. So that is what that quote's about. I'm so glad you asked me to do this.
That is a great quote, but my favorite quote from the movie, and it's probably not in the video, but there he goes, one of God's own prototypes, a high-powered mutant of some kind, never even considered for mass production, too weird to live, and
Too weird to live,
die.
too rare to die. That's right.
Yeah. I am way too weird to live, and I am definitely way too weird to die. So you know what? I can only kill me, I guess.
Oh yeah, the end of that song is too weird to live, but much too rare to die. That's right.
Okay, Jessica, what's this next song we're gonna be going over?
Okay, this is another Avenged Sevenfold song. It was one of their more popular singles. It's called Nightmare. Did you have a chance to check that one out?
No. I definitely got to listen to I got to listen to all this music. So talk to me about this song, Nightmare.
So I really like this because it does that balance that we were talking about. Or they come in really hard with this, and it's like he's painting this whole dragged you down below, down to the devil show to be his guest forever, and it's just talking about this is all the things that can happen to you and that you're letting happen to you. And then it gets to this chorus that's almost catchy pop song. You should have known and then it's like this whole catchy thing. And what it's really, the message of it is you are reaping the things that you sow. If you are in a nightmare, don't be surprised. You've been doing all this stuff to create your own nightmare.
Don't be surprised who is gonna come out from the darkness. Just be wearisome. Just be mindful of everybody around you. Right?
There you go. Exactly. Did you like it?
I did. I genuinely did like all three songs. I will have to say that my favorite song was Backcountry. Out of the three.
Yeah.
Out of the three. So how about we go on to our very, very last song by them. What is it again?
So Far Away.
Okay.
And this one is I tried to select some different ones from this, and they have some songs that go into like weird darker themes, but they went to a very So but this one, So Far Away, is more of a ballad. He gets like I was saying, more in touch with, talking about emotions in a way that not a lot of rock bands can do. And it's talking about how, time keeps moving on, whether we like what has occurred or not. We have to learn to live without the people that we lost. So I chose that as well, and it kind of ties back to this movie for me. I have a lot of memories tied to this band and to that movie too. And it's you do have to learn to live with those people without the people that have passed on. So that's what this song really represents and what it talks about.
Okay. All right. No, I'm really liking this. I'm really really liking this. Like out of the three, like I'm sorry, but Backcountry was 100% my favorite.
Yeah.
What
Same
about
here.
you? What about you, Jessica? You think Backcountry was your favorite?
I absolutely love Backcountry. It goes on a whole journey, and actually forgot to say this too. There's like a whole operatic section of it too, where Backcountry it slows down. So sorry you're not here.
No, it
Like the
does. It definitely
bridge.
does. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So Backcountry for me too.
Taylor, what about you? I know you listen to a lot of different kinds of music. I don't know if you've listened to all three of these songs.
I
or
did
Avenged
not listen to
Sevenfold.
these 3 songs in preparation for this. I am pretty sure I've heard So Far Away. I think it was probably quite the jam 20 years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
Sounds about right.
if it's the song I'm thinking of, yeah, don't hate it. I can get down to it. I haven't gone to a Avenged Sevenfold show.
Yeah, it's
I could
it's
probably have
definitely
fun
like
at one
a
though.
headbanger, you know?
Oh yeah. I think you'd have fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. How about we move into our last and final segment of the night? Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up and get ready. We are diving head first into the where we spot. This is the spot where we hunt down the 3 or more absolutely wild viral videos. I cannot talk today. I'm so sorry. Videos and tear them apart with
viral
maximum
videos.
effort. Oh yeah, guys. We tear them apart with maximum effort, zero
Zero
chill,
chill.
and 100% ridiculousness commentary. All right, so let's crank this energy up to 11. And what was that? What was that? Let's roll that bump.
Nope.
What?
You don't roll the reactor bump.
I don't roll the reactor bump. That's right. You rolled the reactor bump today. Yeah.
Let's ready?
Yep. Do it.
Roll that bump.
All right. So today we're going to be going over 2. We normally go over 3, but today we're going to be going over 2.
No, actually, I got a third, and we're good on time. Let's do 3.
Oh, snap.
Yes.
Okay. The producer says that we're doing 3. We are doing 3, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So today, the very, very first video is Skybrow's Cream of the Slop.
Now, let me give a little introduction onto this. This is AI Slop. Many of you in our audience have probably seen Elon Musk, which was probably a couple months back, so it's not exactly topical at this point, even though we've kind of been on break. I really wanted to make T-Bone watch that and react to it. I just didn't think it made sense to play it 2 months after the fact. And then a couple weeks later, he gave us Joe's Rogaine. And then for Christmas, he gave us Home Stallone 2, which was like a parody of Home Alone with Sylvester Stallone. Home Alone 2, excuse me. I highly recommend you guys check all 3 of these out. They're bangers. I'm not as big of a fan as this one, but I still really enjoy it. And it's chock full, little cameos. You're going to see Tim Pool. You're going to see Asmongold. So that stuff's always fun to pick out. So
now, ladies and gentlemen, for your information, neither Jessica or I have seen these videos. So, these are very, very first and real reaction to these videos.
I am pumped to see this.
Now let me
You
ask
built it up.
this is I guess not copyrighted. We're going to go ahead and play the entire
Yeah.
thing with audio, which is going to be unique for us. But this just came out this past week, so I present Cream of the Slop.
Let's go, baby. Okay, we got some lady. Oh, anime. Okay. Okay, hot anime lady. Want to be a creamy man? I'll show you how much cream I got.
I want to hang out with that version of JD.
Dude, same, bro. No,
John
you
Cena?
can't see me, bro. You can't see me. Yo, is that Will Smith, bro?
Yeah, and
It's 100% Will
Eddie.
Smith, bro.
Remember that was like the first AI video.
Dude, stop showing the big booty Latinas, bro. This algorithm is pop, bro. It is.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We lose control. The nonsense makes us whole. Real truth inside the low volcano totem pole. Let him ignite your
It's
soul.
Steve.
It's Hassan's dog. It's a shot
Of
collar.
course, it's Hassan's dog, bro. That dog got electrocuted, and I feel so bad for that dog, bro.
Creamy man, Jaro.
Creamy man, Jaro. You already know, man.
Creamy man, built like Apollo.
I am built like Apollo, bro. You already know, son.
Must like and follow with creamy man. Some say he's hollow. Too spooky.
He's hollow, bro?
Creamy man, easy to
Cammy from
follow.
Street Fighter?
I don't know, man.
Like was Picasso and a squeezy. Dreamy man, we're trapped in his lasso. He's dreamy.
Nyan Cat?
I know that.
I don't get it.
Oh, that was
The unicorn.
That was
It was Charlie. Did you see the unicorn?
Nah.
I missed it.
Creamy man,
There's
Oh, that's you?
made of gelato. Seemingly creamy man.
I want to be made of gelato, bro. Yo.
Creamy man,
Yo, Tim Pool, bro.
creamy man, torpedo. Heat-seeking creamy man.
I look up to that dude, bro.
Why chase the likes? Cause we're in sync. When punchlines land just right, we trade a wink, a low, a link.
I want to trade a wink, bro.
Attention's rent for life.
Bro, look, I got all these words.
Grin, we live rent free in other hearts, so joy can wander in. Creamy man, wears only Prado. So bougie.
There's a Prada, bro? I don't know.
Memes are his motto.
Memes are the motto, bro?
Don't look in his grotto. Seriously, creamy man in avocado. I'm steamy, so
What's an avocado?
to brighten up our lives.
It's coffee and ice cream. It's like a Italian dessert thing.
Okay. Okay.
Creamy
man, Jaro.
Can
I be creamy, bro? Like, show me how creamy I am.
Creamy man, Jaro. Can't see me, creamy man,
You can't see me, bro.
man, his
You
fellows
can't
the
see me,
John Cena.
bro, because I'm so creamy, bro. I'm so creamy. I'm so jiggly, bro.
so jiggly.
Actually, no, JK, I ain't jiggly, bro. I'm an athlete. No jiggles on me. There is zero jiggles.
Love God Emperor Warhammer decked out Trump.
I didn't see it.
Song slaps bigly.
I was too busy. I was too busy clowning, bro.
Song slaps bigly.
Bro, this is it, son. Like,
I
this
know,
is
the
super
animation's
cool.
so good. So that's the end of it.
And
Okay,
this
so
is done by AI, bro.
I believe he makes these through Grok Imagine. It is Skybrows
Wow.
on YouTube. So I'm a big fan of these videos. He's done these 4 here. That was
Okay.
probably my least favorite of the 3. So I'm recommended everybody go back and check out Home Stallone, Joe's Rogaine, and Elon's Musk.
Elon's Musk's. I think we went over that before.
We did not. We
Yes.
talked about it, but you've certainly seen it on your own. So I'm a big fan of those, and we will probably continue to feature those on this show as he rolls them out.
Shout out to this dude, bro. Shout out to this dude. All right. What is this next? This next video is P Diddy, bro,
P. Diddy.
and Maduro. So apparently this dude Maduro, bro, he got
Yeah, so we are filming this
got, bro.
the day after or 2 days after that happened. So we
Yeah,
tried
I
not
don't
to
know
do
nothing
more
other than the
on
fact
here,
that he
but,
got. Okay,
yeah.
I'ma just state that plainly. This dude got. That's all I know.
And I have a meme for this once this is done.
All right. So P
Ah,
Diddy, oh, he in the jail with the baby oil with Maduro, and you already know what P Diddy be doing because he.
hilarious.
Okay, okay.
Ah,
So Maduro is P Diddy's girlfriend. I
Close
guess
enough.
that's the nicest way to put it. It's his prison girlfriend.
man friend.
No, it's his prison girlfriend. No. That's the most polite way to
Is
put
that
it.
the term?
That's the prison. That's the term. I think. I don't know. I've never been to prison. I will never go to prison.
Never been to jail.
Never been to jail. It's okay. They took my oil too.
Oh my
Oh
god, that's
no.
awesome.
Oh no.
Send me that.
Oh no. Oh P Diddy. Oh no. Oh shame. Okay.
That's funny.
Let's go into our very last video or clip. Quirk Tungus.
Okay, so this I've seen 2 or 3 of these of this girl over the last couple of weeks. I got the audio down. She's doing that that witch doctor song. She's doing this too. So I think
What?
something told me the witch doctor. He told me what to do. Ooh ee ooh ah.
Ooh,
Ah.
eat.
She's
Went
doing
to the
that.
doctor, told me what to do.
There we go.
T-Bone, you and I could do weird facial expressions like that. Can everybody else? I know you can.
See, like
My
this-
face is not anywhere near that expressive. I can't even move one of my eyebrows right now.
the issue. Well, that's because of issues, problems that we're not going to
I
talk
used
about.
to like try to be like Jim Carrey when I was a kid. Like, how many weird faces can I make?
So, like, guys, I don't know if you can see my eyebrows; they're already just going up and down. But like, that's just how I normally am. All right, so let's just this woman like the facial expressions don't really make a lot of sense. You can't just be like doing them like the entire way. You actually have to like talk. And like you have to like express your face like when you're talking. Like you can't just like that doesn't make any sense. No, you have to actually like express your eyebrows like when you're talking, because like when you're actually like expressing yourself, that's when your facial expressions actually mean something. Okay, so as we are ending up, Jessica, what did you think of the very 3 segments we went over today? From Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas to the music segment to the final reaction segment. What was your favorite and why?
I absolutely loved talking about Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and the artistic cultural impact that it had on journalism and American culture in general. Hunter S. Thompson is a genius, and it's been so wonderful to get to verbalize that finally. Definitely my favorite segment.
Now, that was a very great thing. Now I'm going to do something I don't do. Taylor, what was your very favorite part of today's show?
I'm gonna go with Fear and Loathing as well. I didn't rewatch it, but I've seen it multiple times. It's a fun movie. To me, it sort of feels like it's Fear and Loathing energy. Excuse me, like it's Natural Born Killers energy without the murder.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought you were talking about Jessica and I's Fear and Loathing energy, and I'm just like, dude, we are not on drugs, man.
No. I've may have consumed most of what was in that movie at some point.
Dude, I was so confused. I had no idea what was in that thing. I'm so glad that they told me because I'm
a little
just like,
mescaline, a little salt shaker, a coke. Oh, can I say words on here?
I think you can say cocaine on YouTube.
With some little mescaline, some acid, some ether.
I've never done ether. I've never done mess.
Never
one.
done ether.
So like I heard the ether is red and like one of the infinity stones. So like if you were to ever do something like that, I mean like if your name isn't, Jane, then
Different kind of ether. It's kind of like alcohol you drink versus alcohol you put on your skin.
Sorry. I totally knew that. Like
Your
Come
ether,
on.
like the metaphysics talk about, where like energy moves through the air. It's all kinds of
100%.
ether.
I totally know exactly what that is. Okay,
That's what you got me
guys.
for.
My favorite part of today's show was talking to Jessica and Taylor.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was a great time. No. But
Yeah, it's
seriously,
been a minute.
it has been a
Yeah.
minute. But no, the thing that I will say was my favorite part of today's show was going over the reactor. Never really say that, but today's was the reactor because it was just interesting. It was so amazing that Taylor got these together, and I just want to give her a little shout out, guys. If you want to send some stuff over our way, you know where to send it. Over to Taylor, Lawrence's ex-wife, on the Twitters. Guys, you already know what to do. All right, we're going to end out the show, guys. We have some shilling to do. We have one of my good friends, Joe Bob Cannoli. All right, guys.
Joey Cannoli
has a show called Outworld Live on the Rumbles, and I would highly suggest you go check him out because he is a good friend of T-Bone's, good friend of Jessica's, good friend of Taylor's. Right? Yeah, good friend of Taylor's.
Yeah, we've met IRL. We've hung out.
Dude, 100%. Actually, all of us have met IRL, and
Pretty cool.
pretty
It
cool
is,
people.
yeah.
Pretty cool people, I will say. And definitely want to shout out another good friend of mine, Chris Noski, over on the Rumbles at the Quiet
Yay.
Part Pod. He is doing a lot of,
Political
politics,
commentary.
media, and just like he's doing it, man. He's really saying the quiet part out loud, and that's why his show is called the Quiet Part Pod. So shout out to him. And that's all I have to say. Jessica, please remind everybody where they can find you on the platforms, please.
Absolutely. So I am Jessica Clarity over on X. You can follow me there, where I do a little bit of politics and some entertainment reporting and things like that. And you can also find me on, which one you got lined up next?
I have
Rumble.
Rumble lined up. I do not have a picture for YouTube.
Not a problem. Amphibian Goddess over on Rumble. There you can find me. I do podcasting there. We're going to be starting up some more things after the new year. And I'm at Jessica Clarity 1100 on YouTube as well. But really, if you go to X, like I spam everything else so you can find me. So
That
That's
is
the
that
best
is correct, guys. I am T-Bone. I am T_Bone 322 on the Twitters. If you want to go check me out over there. And yeah, guys, don't forget Romanation. That's Taylor. Are we gonna do you one more time?
Oh, we can't. Well, we just did me. We didn't do you.
Okay,
a
fine.
second time.
Okay.
Where
Never
can we
mind.
find you on Twitter, T-Bone?
Tie in the tie. Who's that?
3223 T-Bone T_Bone. I can't talk, guys. 3T_Bone 322 on the Discord. Not on the Discord, on the Twitters, guys. That's a wrap. Patriots, go follow Roma Nation right now. Rise of Middle America on Rumble, X, and YouTube. We are dropping red hot independent podcasts every week, ripping apart the biggest headlines with unfiltered independents, libertarians, and constitutionalists. No corporate spin, just straight fire and truth. Thanks for riding shotgun. Now, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let's wake this country up. Jessica,
Yes.
I'll say the line, Taylor, roll that
Sorry.
bump and let's
tell me.
roll out Roman Nation. We out.